Hello and welcome to my studio. Those of you who saw the last video in this series will have watched me working with pastels on pastel paper, which is the traditional approach to working with pastels. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 alternative surfaces to work on and also 3 different approaches to painting, working from life, working from photographs and sketches, and working from a sketch with colour notes. So let's see how we get on. My first demonstration is going to be working from life, that is this little bowl of flowers, onto a nice dark piece of pastel board. I haven't pre-planned, in other words I haven't done a preliminary thumbnail sketch in this instance, because I'm just going to do a small section, a little study. Studies like this are very useful from a practice point of view, particularly if, for example, this little setup of flowers was going to be part of a larger arrangement of a still life. It will be useful to explore how to paint the flowers and how the light and dark areas evolve. I've pre-selected the colours that I think will be useful to me and a white pastel pencil, and I'm keeping them in a little vegetables tray. The pastel board grips my pastel pencil quite firmly. I'm using a fairly light touch. As you can see, I've started to find some of the shapes of the flowers, not always seeing them as separate flowers, but looking at overall shapes, 2 flowers together there. And I half close my eyes as I work, and this helps me to simplify the drawing. This is really my focal point, this large cloud up above me, which is, its top edges are picking up light from the right. So that's where I'm going to have my strongest concentration of light colour. And then just gentler strokes further down. It's down here. I'm going to come in with a little more pink towards the horizon, which starts to suggest that lovely pink glow you get of an evening. Just a few little finishing touches, pressing very hard with a softest white pastel on the topmost edge of these clouds here, which is where I want my eye to go in the composition. And then I'll have a look at this with a mount around it and see if I'm really happy. Patience is a virtue when you're working with such small strokes, having got the broad areas as you want them. It's then a question of working on painstakingly building the image up. Which I'll carry on with for a little while. Fine tuning, as it were. And glancing every so often at my thumbnail sketch and my photographs to pick up little bits of information that I can use. I'm quite happy with the dark sides of the trees, but I think to get that feeling of dappled light we just need to break a little light pastel across their left-hand sides, bearing in mind that I want some sense of the light coming from this direction.